Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 2023 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so much for doing so. If you're interested in receiving and entering to receive a free reading from me, put a turkey emoji in the comment box. A person will be chosen at random to receive this reading, and I will be announcing the person who receives this through a separate video. So don't be scammed by anybody contacting you in the comment box. It will not be me. The person will be announced through a separate video. Good luck to everyone. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. And if you're interested in the private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com, which is also linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Well, this is a beautiful start. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. So let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. We have manifest reversed, and this makes sense. So we have the Two of Cups here reversed. We are crowned with the Ace of Cups. So God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing us a gift of healing, beautiful love. It can mean that our emotions are really intense, and we might not know why. We can be feeling really affected by things, really emotionally overwhelmed by things. And again, we don't know why. That's because this moon is more intense than usual, okay? We're just feeling things so much more. And the world is more intense than usual with everything that is going on. We have the Fool right here. We're moving forward. And that's going to be super important to us. We're also seeing ourselves embrace a new road, a new way forward, really following what we love and what we want. The Two of Cups makes it harder to heal during this time. We're almost like rejecting a healing that's coming our way. It's not almost like we're rejecting a healing that's coming our way. It's like, no, I'm not ready for this. Or, you know what, I'm still frustrated. I'm still angry about this, or this still needs to be looked at from 18 million different, angles. We're going to find during this moon that there's almost a silence that comes forward, and it brings forward a healing that we hadn't expected. And it brings us to the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands reverse is very fiery energy. It's somebody who is hot-headed, who is brash, who has a lot of words, but very little follow through. We can find that we had fallen for somebody, fallen in love with somebody who was like this, or really thought that there was a healing, but this person, they're who they are. And that is the best way to put it. They are immature, they are rash, they are just going to plow forward and not think about consequences. And what we need to say is, I bless you on your way, but I'm moving forward for me. And that brings us to the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands tells us stand in your strength, stand in your power. Be very mindful of being hypervigilant, like always on the defensive, like always ready for an attack to come. But stand in your power. Don't be anybody's doormat, but don't waste all your energy prepared for a fight that may never come, or prepared for, a person who is just exhausting, and they will just be exhausting. That's who they are. And so an acknowledgement of this is like, that's who you are. I see you. I know you. Now I'm moving forward. And that's where manifest comes in, because Taurus, when we are in a high energy vibration, we are the best manifestors you can ever meet. You really, seriously, your energy dictates your whole entire world. And so here, when manifest is reversed, we are not tapping into our energy. Other people are stealing our power because there's just a sense of chaos around us, chaos around us. So what we're focusing on is all that chaos, all that fire, but without honing it and saying, this is what I want, and this is where I need to be. This is what's important to me. This is what I desire for myself. This is how I'm opening up the doors. So being very aware that our superpower of manifestation, all right, is harder for us to really pinpoint during this time. And we could be seeing everything all over the place. We can really be feeling like, how do I move forward? How do I get to where it is that I want to be? We're having trouble focusing ourselves. So when we look at this and we think outside healing, we're going to be connecting with these people. It's like, no, inside healing. Inside healing. That is going to be the most important thing. Slowing down and showing up for you. It moves us to our subconscious, not subconscious, it moves us to our message from spirit to be mindful of, angels and spirit guides show me clearly. And we have two. We have the Hermit reverse. Now this can be Virgo energy or a time frame August 23rd to September 22nd, depending on how it resonates with you. But there's also a sense of, and the Wheel of Fortune. So there's a completion of a cycle that's coming. It's not complete yet. And Spirit is saying, be very mindful. We're going to think, oh, this is done, or this is handled, or this is set up this way, but it's not where I need it to be. It's not what I had thought it was. We leave it alone. We think, oh, it's going to grow and move on its own, and it's not. There's also a sense where somebody is looking outward when they should be looking inward. This can be that Knight of Wands energy, most definitely, but this is also just an energy that is more concerned of everybody else. It's like minding everybody else's business without minding our own. And so here it's like Spirit saying, be very mindful. Be very mindful to turn inward, even though that's not where we want to be. We want to be out there doing everything in the midst of everything. And Spirit's like, no, turn inward, turn inward, turn inward. Because that's also going to be where the power of manifestation is. Because it's almost like we think, okay, that's handled, that's set. I don't have to worry about this. This is great. And then there's something like someone drops the ball or something happens, and now we need to come into ourselves again and say, okay, what's important again? What do I want? What am I moving towards? With the Ace of Cups, God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing us a gift of healing, beautiful love. It can bring tears. You might be more sensitive. You might be more intensely, connected to things, and that's okay. It's looking at things and saying, I'm going to feel this moon. This moon is at 20 degrees of Scorpio. It is on November 13th, and it really challenges us to confront our true desires, but to confront our true desires with our heart and our soul and what we want from our lives. It's saying, I'm feeling this world. Remember, if you look at the new moon as an eye, right, that has closed, it has us focusing inwardly, right? But we're going to think, okay, this is illuminating. I'm seeing these certain things. But what Spirit is saying, no, the eyes are closed. What are you feeling with your other senses? Eyes are off the table, right? Eyes aren't going to be able to be used here. What we see might very well betray us, but what we feel is going to guide us forward quite well. So just being aware of this and knowing this is going to be a very powerful thing. We come to this energy and we come to this new moon with the power of feeling, with the power of a heart. And as we embrace our heart, we embrace ourselves. We are very sensitive, Taurus. Whether we want to believe that or not, we are. And when we respect that sensitivity, and when we calibrate our world to that sensitivity, we are unstoppable. It moves us to the Fool. You are going to see during this time, Taurus, that you are moving forward. You really are. You're sitting there and saying, okay, I need a new start. I want newness coming in. It's time to go after what I want. It's time to like embrace new year, new me type of energy coming forward. But we're not quite at new year quite yet. With the Fool, we are looking at things and we're saying, am I foolish for wanting to move forward this way? Am I foolish for looking at this like this? Am I foolish for asking these questions or opening up this door? And Spirit is saying it doesn't matter if you're foolish or not. It matters if you're following your heart. And this moon is really going to drive that home during this time. We are in the time of Scorpio. We will be in the time of Scorpio till the 21st of November. And what we're going to find is that this moon is calling us to look at ourselves, to look at what we want, and to say, where do I need to be? Scorpio energy is the energy that exists between the waking world and the sleeping world and the spirit world. And so here, it's looking at, what do I desire? What do I want? What do I need? How am I opening up the door to me? And where do I need to be to embrace myself, my soul, my life, and my passion? It brings us to the Two of Cups. We are going to find that the Scorpio new moon has a healing attached to it. Now, are we going to want to embrace that healing? Kind of no. Kind of no, most definitely. There is a sense here of looking at things and thinking either it's already settled, which it isn't, all right, or it's thinking it doesn't matter, which it does. Our heart is going to bring us back to something time and time again, before this moon and after this moon. And we're going to be thinking it's not that big a deal, but our heart is going to tell us it is. It can be a relationship. It's something around hot-headedness, somebody who you roll your eyes at them. You really do. It's like, oh my gosh, what have you done now? Like, what is going on now? Type of energy. So with the Two of Cups, healing, beautiful love coming in. There is something that we thought was settled. It's not going to be settled. And we might seriously be thinking, fine, let it be a mess. Let it be a mess. Let it always be this chaos. I don't care. Thing is, you do. The thing is, you do. This healing is going to come around again. There's going to be a way of connecting. And it's like, okay, how do I move forward for me? How do I show up for me? The healing, beautiful love is also, how do I connect with the sacred masculine and sacred feminine parts of myself? How do I connect with what I love in this life and let myself shine? Because this is all about taking back our power, taking back our determination, taking back our focus, and letting ourselves shine. So here, healing coming in, it's going to be a tough one. We're going to think, oh no, I don't need this, or I don't want this, or what the heck, type of energy coming forward. We push the healing away until it comes forward again. It's almost like we say, no, I'm full. And then we look at the food, or somebody says, are you sure you don't want some? And then we're like, oh, okay, fine. You know what? Yes, I would like to have, a plate of this food type of thing. We fill ourselves up. We heal ourselves. We are contented within our souls. And that's what Spirit is bringing us. And it moves us to the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Knight of Wands reversed. This could be a cheater very easily. Somebody who cheats, somebody who lies, somebody who steals, somebody who you just look at and you think, oh my gosh, I'm so frustrated with this. I'm so frustrated with you. I'm so frustrated with this. I'm done. And this is an energy that we are going to see here that wants to kind of like suck all the air out, right? Wants to make the fire grow bigger and bigger and bigger until it has nothing left to eat up. And Spirit is saying here, stop. Stop, because we're giving it too much of our attention. Here with the Knight of Wands, there's this real sense with this new moon that we're seeing our fires, we're seeing our passion, but we're also seeing how our fires and our passion can run amok, or how other people's manipulation of our fires and passion can have our life running amok even though we don't want it to. And this is going to be a time where we're looking at things and saying, okay, what am I passionate about? Like, what is the big thing that I'm going after here? And it's not letting other people be bullies, be hateful, hurtful people that get to impact our lives. It's like, nope, I'm not doing this. I am embracing me. I am moving forward in what I want for my life, because somebody has used your passions against you and has made you feel like they were wrong for one reason or another. And this energy, no, we don't want to invite it back into our lives. No, there are definite ground rules that we're moving forward in. But we're also going to sit there and say, you don't get to have the power to dictate anything to me anymore. I'm claiming my strength. I'm claiming the way that I'm moving forward. I'm ruling my life with a surety, power, and determination of self. And it brings us to the Seven of Wands. It brings us to that place. And it's so interesting because I usually see the Seven of Wands where it's like, okay, stop fighting, right? But it's like, no, here, claim your voice, claim your strength, know what it is that you want. Yes, stop fighting. Because the energy of I'm always ready for a fight is kind of like always walking around with your hand clenched into a fist. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. Your hand gets tired. It's like, oh my gosh, loosen up the muscles, right? And that's what we feel like spiritually. It's like I'm always ready for a battle to just erupt. No, stop. Stand your ground and know what you want. That's super, super, super important. And as we stand our ground, know what we want, we stand in our strength. And then people start to look at us and they're like, huh, Taurus, there's a power to you that I'm not messing with. You know, there's a strength to you. There's a determination to you that I'm absolutely seeing. And then there's a respect that comes. And it's like, I might not get it, but I respect it. And that's going to be a really important thing. That's going to be a really defining thing. During this moon, you'll hear people say that to you, Taurus. I don't get it, but I respect it. And like, that's life. You don't have to get everything that I do or everything that I am, but respect it. And that's huge. So that energy is what you're claiming here. There's this absolute strength that's coming forward during this time. It's like, I'm taking my life. You know, I'm taking the bull by the horns. I'm taking my life and I'm moving it forward the way that I want it. And there's a healing that, yes, we're not quite ready for. It is coming around this chaotic mess that has been going on. And we will see ourselves move forward in such strength and such determination. So let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Bonus. Discernment reversed. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay, so what we have here is sovereignty reverse. So when the Ace of Cups comes forward, that healing, beautiful energy comes forward, the sovereignty of the moon, right? The power of the moon. We're looking at it and we're thinking, what the heck? You betrayed me. And it hasn't. It says here communication is key. What we're becoming very aware of is that as our emotions become intense, it is a focus to say, what do you want? And then we have to name it and we have to claim it. This isn't going to make itself known. It isn't going to be like, oh, well, this is what you want now, Taurus. The emotions come up and we feel like this moon has knocked us for a loop. But then we ask ourselves, what do I want? And we listen. We listen to the energy of us. We listen to our connections with our angels and our spirit guides. We listen to the power of the moon and we see ourselves connecting and communicating. And it's like, oh, so when you have the little whisper, when you have the little insight coming in, the moon is talking to you. Your angels, your spirit guides are talking to you. The energy is gaining momentum. It is. As we embark on our journey, as we take that leap of faith, and we know we're going to fall because gravity, right? You're going to jump, you're going to fall. That's how it works. But we're reconnecting with what was beautiful because beauty here is reversed, right? And this card, I can't tell you how long I used this card without seeing the face. You see the outline of the face here, the eye, the eyebrow, the nose, the lips. I didn't see it. I think I saw like the eye or, just something random. I was like, oh, there's like a floating eye here. That's cool type of thing. I didn't see the lips. I didn't see the face. And so here it is being surrounded by beauty, but not seeing it. And that's what this is reversed. Beauty reverse is being surrounded by beauty and not seeing it. It's time to claim the beauty. It moves us to the energy is gaining momentum reversed. It moves us to the sense of the energy is gaining momentum, but I'm not ready for it. Was this reversed or right side up? I don't know. Let me know. I think it was like this. The energy is gaining momentum, but I'm not seeing the beauty. So I don't know how to handle this, right? I'm overwhelmed. Either way, I just feel overwhelmed of the energy that's coming forward. But the energy that's gaining momentum is leading us on our journey. but we need to connect with what's beautiful. Beauty is actually very, very, very important to us, Taurus. If we ignore that about ourselves, we ignore a huge part of us. We squelch a huge part of who we are. So connecting with that energy, having it gain momentum, understanding how to harvest it is going to be a very big thing. Bring love into the situation. That's reversed because we have the healing reversed, right? So there's almost a sense of I'm flooded by emotions. We have the Ace of Cups, right? I'm flooded by emotions. It can bring tears, right? The cups overflow. Tears can come. We just feel very intense about things. And it says here, bring love into the situation, the unexpected. When we bring love into the situation, which we're trying to push away, when we embrace it, the unexpected starts. And we're like, oh, is that what I needed? Oh, is that what it meant? Oh, is that what it was? And it brings us then to your commitment is being tested. And it is. Until we release the energy of the fire, of the anger, of the chaos that has tried to take us down a certain path that we just don't want to be down. So here, your commitment is being tested to what you want, to how you want to evolve as a person, what you have set out in your chart, your Akashic records, like how we are embracing this, but also how we are embracing what we love in our world, what we want from our world, what we want from ourselves, how we're seeing ourselves. And we have to understand, instead of releasing it out into the world as butterflies. In Qigong, they say, release as butterflies, release the excess energy as butterflies, because it is easier for the body to connect with the beautiful. And butterflies we see as very beautiful. So instead of connecting with the release of energy, we're holding it in. It's like, nope, I'm going to hold this tight, right? I'm going to hold this, keeping it close, keeping it tight. That means I can move forward and have the best grasp on everything, holding of everything. Okay, fine. But we're going to need to release. We are. And there's going to get to be a point during this time and during this moon on the 13th of November, there's going to get to be a point where you're like, I don't want to hold on to this anymore. Give or take a couple of days, okay? Because, this is an art, it's not a science, right? You're going to need to release. And as you release, you will ask yourself, what is important to me? What have I lost sight of? What am I committed to that I am now being tested to see, is this where I want to be? Is this how I want to be? It moves us to you and your loved ones are safe. Here's the thing. I was listening to, who was it? Esther Perel, right? And she says, you cannot create unless you feel safe. And I thought, ooh, that made me stop. And I know I've heard her say that before. And it says here, you and your loved ones are safe. So when you feel safe, you can create. And so the creation energy comes forward. But it comes also in that energy of I stand my ground. I've been through stuff, right? That's what we're saying to ourselves. I've been through stuff. I've seen things. Life has not been a walk in the park, the easy, happy-go-lucky, whatever, that we want things to be, or that we think from TV that it should be. We've seen things in our lives. We've experienced things in our lives. But now we stand in our power and in our determination, in our truth, in what we desire. We stand firm. We're not always fighting. It's not always having that clenched fist, which is just exhausting. It's learning how to be relaxed, but it's also learning how to be aware and how to stand firm in what we love in life, what we want from life. We're not being anybody's fool during this time. And that lets us know that we're safe, right? What we love is safe. Who we love are safe. What we need is safe. And that brings beautiful creative energy forward. Utilize it. It brings us to our subconscious. Oh, discernment reversed. Be more discerning of the energy you're letting in. Because we can be discerning. It's like, oh, I'm not letting in that energy. I am letting in that energy. But we could be discerning in the wrong ways. Be discerning of the energy that you're letting into your life and that you're embracing yourself with. Be discerning. Be like, nope, I'm not doing this. And if that means turning off the news, if that means, not speaking to certain people for a little bit, do so. Do so. It's not being rude. Well, it is being a little bit rude, right? We're not talking to certain people. But it is also saying, I matter. And I'm embracing that I matter. It brings us to our subconscious spirit message, which is meditate reversed. We really don't want to meditate. We want to keep on going. There's a fire, there's a determination, there's a focus, there's a sense of, I'd rather be moving than anything else. And Spirit's like, I want you still, and I want you to hear me. So just know that energy is coming forward too. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Two of Wands reversed. Doors are closing. And we can think, oh no, that door was supposed to be open, or it's supposed to be this way. And Spirit's like, the doors are closing for a reason. It's okay. Our subconscious tarot message is the Emperor, Aries energy. Subconsciously, we're embracing our sacred masculine, desires in life, our sacred masculine aspect of ourselves. You also have a father figure on the other side that is powerfully connecting with you, wants you to achieve, wants you to succeed. Claim your throne, claim what you want. Do so with authority, with determination, with focus, with insight, and let yourself open, because you're changing the game. You are changing the game by claiming your world. You are. You also have a very strong link with an Aries energy. Utilize that. Time frame, March 21st to April 19th. It's a very strong link with an Aries energy, but this is also patriarchal energy, father energy coming forward. And it's in the most positive, brilliant way. People say patriarchy and they say it rather, derisively. And it can be, right? Anything can be bad and anything can be good. But this is beauty. It's like having a really loving dad. That's awesome. Everybody should have that. Like having a really loving mom, right? You could have very bad maternal energy, or you could have wonderful maternal energy. Here, it's focusing on the good. It's claiming our power. It's claiming our determination. It's claiming our focus. It moves us. It's like we're a boss. It's like saying, this is my fierce, determined, powerful energy that's moving me forward. And it brings us then to power reverse. And it's time to release negativity. So this is the full moon in Scorpio. The time to release negativity is here, right? There's power. But we have these cards reversed. It's like, no, I'm going to hold on to it. For what reason? We're used to it. This is going to be our armor. I'm not going to be a fool again. This is my power. This is my determination. This moon is telling us, close your eyes and release. Close your eyes and release. And what we're going to feel inside when we hear this is, no, I don't want to. It makes me vulnerable. Close your eyes and release. There's power in you, Taurus. You don't even realize it. It doesn't come through fighting. The thing with the Emperor here is like, it's not through fighting. It's through seeing the bigger picture. It's through having a game plan. It's through being fiercely competent and confident. But it's not through fighting. There was an old, very old, emperor, ruler, and I think he reigned during the time of the Gilgamesh tales. I don't really know. But he said it is better to be feared than to be loved. And when you are a ruler, it's true. Because you don't want to be betrayed. And there's a sense here of embracing a confidence where people look at you and what they see, respect. What they see is, you know what? I don't want to cross that person. You know what? I'm going to be respectful. Like, I'm going to listen to this energy that's coming forward. And I see you embodying that, Taurus, in just such a brilliant way. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time, of this moon, and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless, and have a blessed moon. Bye.